2026 has already been packed with new game releases, but we're not done yet. So get your wish list at the ready because we still have plenty of cozy games to get excited for. Hello friends, Sarah Sunstone here, and welcome back to Cherry on Top. In today's episode, I'll be counting down my top 10 picks for cozy games that are still releasing this year in 2026, all with confirmed release dates, so you'll know exactly when you can play. Please go ahead and shine the lovely like button if you appreciate these videos to let me know, and make sure to subscribe to my channel with your notifications on so you don't miss out on discovering your next favorite game. Otherwise, without any further ado, let's get right into it. Coming in at number 10 is Planet Zoo 2, the return of a beloved simulation game where you get to build your very own zoo from the ground up as you construct habitats, care for realistically simulated animals, and manage day-to-day operations. The sequel also now features new fully aquatic and flying animals, manageable wildlife reserves, and many player-requested features. There will also be 3 distinct game modes available. Career mode, which invites you to join the Fauna and Ecosystems Network as you manage zoos and wildlife reserves on a globe-trotting expedition. There's also Sandbox mode, which might perhaps be the preferred choice for those who want to skip potential management stress and enjoy a cozier experience, where you can experience unlimited creativity as you build the zoo of your dreams. Finally, there's a new franchise mode, which seems to be a form of multiplayer, where you can build a global network of connected zoos and wildlife reserves, sharing resources, research progress, and conservation data across your entire network, and also trade animals with other players online through a shared marketplace. Honestly, the animals in this game look so beautiful and very realistic, and it seems like there are a ton of tools at your disposal for building and decorating all sorts of habitats for them to live in. Planet Zoo 2 is releasing for PC via Steam, Xbox Series X and S, and PlayStation 5 on October 13th, with physical editions available for Xbox and PlayStation from October 20th. So if you are planning on picking this one up, I would highly recommend waiting the extra week to grab your physical copy so you can, as a reminder, actually own the game rather than essentially renting it as a license with the digital version. Next, at number 9 is Wood-O, a satisfying puzzle game where you gently piece together 3D wooden dioramas. The basic gameplay mechanics are simple, taking smaller pieces of the puzzle and finding just the right place for them to come together and form a larger scene. And assembling objects isn't a linear experience, so you'll need to rotate and explore the different spaces to reveal hidden pieces. But the game will also have a strong narrative focus, with the purpose of immersing the player in childhood memories, bringing back the feelings of an open, endless world, where time is abundant and much of it is spent outdoors. Now, the game does offer voice-acted narration, which usually I would be a big fan of. I always say that more of our cozy games need voice acting, but in this specific case, based on my experience with the demo, I actually preferred to turn off the narration and just focus on solving the puzzles so that the music and tactile sensations, ambient sounds, and such could really pop. It is nice though that they give you the option for whether you'd like to have this on or off, and you can try out the demo for yourself ahead of the release to see what you prefer. But I just adore the art style and how much everything in the scenes really responds to your touch. If the full release is anything like the demo, it will be very tactile and very satisfying. Wood-O is releasing for PC via Steam, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch, and Nintendo Switch 2 on September 16th. Then at number 8 is Dressmaker, a simulation game all about making dresses, as the name would suggest. I first discovered this title actually during the Summer of Gaming events and was very impressed by how detailed the systems appear to be for creating your perfect garment, which actually simulates real-world dressmaking in many ways. You'll meet a ton of people looking to fill their wardrobes with custom-made dresses, tailored specially for important events, combined with their personal taste. You'll be able to create those custom garments for them and also display your own designs in the shop to sell pre-made pieces off the rack. You can start off by designing and coloring your idea for a dress in your sketchbook, adding fabric samples and applique to help with inspiration. Then you'll decide which fabric to use for each individual panel of the dress, choosing from a wide range of options, including cotton, linen, wool, silk, and velvet. After cutting out the various pieces, you'll feed the fabric through your sewing machine to stitch it all together, and you'll also be able to add some flair, decorating the dresses with buttons, bows, applique, lace trims, and other accessories, wherever you like, with complete creative freedom. Over time, your shop will gain reputation and money, that you can reinvest into your business. Dressmaker is releasing for PC and Mac via Steam on September 21st. Coming in at number 7 is Barbie Rewind, a classic collection of Barbie games packaged in a really neat way. You'll actually get to decorate the Barbie dream house through the decades while playing those classic titles. You'll choose from 3 retro dreamhouse designs for your exterior facade, walls, and floors, mixing and matching from room to room. Then you'll style each room with a fabulous collection of furniture, decor, and accessories inspired by real Barbie playsets throughout the decades. And Barbie herself has also left you her game collection of 16 Barbie video games, including Pet Rescue, Horse Adventures, Blue Ribbon Race, and the never-before-released game called Barbie Vacation Adventure. You can play through this collection to complete additional quests and unlock more items, plus plenty of familiar friends will pop in to get your help with designs for themselves as well. You can also flip through the pages of Barbie history in the beautiful digital lookbook. So I really love how this is preserving the history of so many of these retro Barbie games and then adding this fun little, almost unpacking-inspired spin on it. I just really love this idea for a legacy collection of this sort. So I'm excited to check it out when Barbie Rewind releases across platforms on November 12th, with physical editions available for Nintendo Switch and PS5, which, if you're a Barbie fan especially, would be amazing to add to your collection. Next, at number 6 is Donchi Days, a story-driven slice-of-life adventure set in a 2000s Japanese neighborhood, where you'll reconnect neighbors, surf the web, and play all sorts of mini-games. This title features a comedic yet emotional narrative about a young girl named Hoshino who lives with her grandma in a donchi, which is a Japanese mass apartment complex home to many neighbors from all walks of life. Your main mission will be to revive the summer festival to help cheer up Hoshino's grandma, but you'll also spend your time surfing the NeighborNet, where neighbors share their very own websites. You'll also chat with those neighbors out in the wild, and also play a bunch of fun mini-games called sense games that elevate small, charming, or sometimes silly aspects of the world. Some minigame examples include bumping into trees to smell them and collecting beads of condensation from iced tea. I really like this idea of emphasizing and almost dramatizing these smaller everyday moments, because I really believe that those small moments are the essence of life. But in Donchi Days, not everyone is as enthusiastic as Hoshino about the festival, so you will also need to overcome some opponents who stand in the way. Donchi Days is releasing for PC and Mac via Steam, with Steam Deck support confirmed on October 29th. Then at number 5 is Nivalis Nights, a cyberpunk slice-of-life simulation game set in the city of Nivalis, where ambition is your best weapon. You'll start out by running a humble noodle stand, then climb your way up with the possibility of actually owning the city's top restaurants and premier nightclubs. Not only can you grow your business, but you can also forge bonds with the city's strange inhabitants, navigating complex relationships as they develop over time. Plus, with every decision you make, your influence grows. And with great power comes great responsibility. You can choose to legally grow your own ingredients to use in your business, or illegally sabotage your rivals under the cover of curfew, though you will have to evade security systems to actually pull this off. And keep in mind, what happens to them can also happen to you. But the city is yours to conquer however you see fit. And if the pressure gets too high, you can retreat to the docks and explore the city by boat, or stop along the way to just enjoy some simple fishing. You could also relax at your home, which can be customized to your taste, but you can also customize additional spaces for yourself and for friends. There are also side activities to enjoy, like mastering high-stakes cyberpunk chess tournaments and challenging NPC opponents. I'm super intrigued by this unique concept for the title, and I love cyberpunk environments, so I'm really excited to try this one out. Nivalis Nights is releasing for PC via Steam on September 29th. Coming in at number 4 is Dragon Shelter, a fantasy farming simulation game where you're tasked with restoring the lost connection between humans and dragons, along with transforming the abandoned world into a place full of happiness and kindness. You'll start out by arriving at your grandfather's old farm, which is in desperate need of some TLC. Here, you'll cultivate crops, harvest resources, produce valuable goods, and help nature recover, alongside the local town where everyone is gloomy and grumpy, having lost faith in joy and friendship. But there's a twist, because you'll actually be doing all of this with the help of dragons. And each dragon has their own personality, quirks, and needs, and the way you care for them shapes your journey. Fire, water, air, and other elemental dragons will help you out with your tasks, including farming, cooking, raising whimsical ranch creatures, mining, crafting, exploration, and more. Even further, you'll shape the land with your dragons, where each companion can create special elemental plots. For example, a fire dragon turns soil into blazing lava beds, and a water dragon brings life with shimmering ponds. And with the help of your dragons, you can use empathy to sense when a townsfolk is weighed down by sadness or fear. So together with your dragon, you'll gently guide them towards healing and remind them of the joy that they thought was lost. Dragon Shelter is releasing for PC via Steam on September 24th, but the team has shared the desire to also bring the game to consoles at a later date if possible. Next, at number 3 is Songs of Glimmerwick, a story-driven Witch Academy RPG set in a woodland fantasy world where playing music is the key to spellcasting. You'll customize your own character, not only in appearance but also in terms of abilities. And as you gain experience throughout your endeavors, you can build up your character, selecting from a variety of skills that can help you garden, trade, or even acquire special abilities, like communicating with animals. You'll attend classes to hone your skills, learning new songs that you can use to speak to trees, enchant tools to work for you, open new pathways to explore, and more. But you'll also have plenty of extracurriculars to enjoy, like fishing, diving, joining a band, embarking on forest expeditions, and more. There's also a very lively town with charming shops to frequent, local drama, bustling festivals to attend, and the university garden that you can tend to using magic. And all these mechanics are woven together with narrative-driven quests that focus on unique characters and their stories. What's more is that the game is fully voice-acted for both major and minor characters. And if you'd like to see some gameplay and hear the voice acting for yourself, I'll have that linked in the description for your reference. Songs of Glimmerwick is releasing for PC via Steam on September 30th, with console versions planned for a later date. Then at number 2 is Anemo, a creature-catching open-world RPG where you'll get to explore the expansive world of Idle and discover the unique critters inhabiting it, which are called Anemo. Any creature you meet in the world can be caught as a companion, including special types that will appear based on the environment, the weather, other phenomena, and time of day. And in Anemo, you also get to twine with the creatures to unlock a variety of different abilities. Some more basic for traversal, like swimming, gliding, and climbing, but others more complex, like specific types of vision that can be used to scan your environment and solve puzzles, or elemental powers that can impact the way you interact with the world, traverse the map, engage in battles, and more. There's also plenty to do and collect around the open worlds, from forageables and treasure chests to minigames and so many points of interest. And you can create your own character called a Pathfinder, with lots of customization options to choose from. Plus, you can also collect outfits and accessories for yourself in your Anemo, level up your skills, and unlock new Pathfinder-specific abilities. You'll also have your own upgradable personal RV and homeland, where you can plant crops, decorate, craft, and more. Anemo will also include single-player and multiplayer content, with lots of different game modes to enjoy for a variety of playstyles. This is honestly a pretty massive and very feature-rich game, meaning I'm really only scratching the surface here, so be sure to check out my other Anemo content and gameplay. I'll have an entire playlist linked in the description for your reference. Anemo is releasing free-to-play for PC via Steam and Epic, Xbox Series X and S, and PlayStation 5 on September 16th. And finally, coming in at number 1 as the cherry on top of today's list is Starsand Island, which also happens to be today's sponsor. Starsand Island is a cozy life simulation game that was released earlier this year into early access, and very excitingly has now reached its 1.0 version. This open-ended title offers a relaxing countryside experience where you can enjoy farming, crafting, fishing, exploration, ranching, and home customization, all completely at your own pace. The 1.0 version of the game has expanded the relationship mechanics with new storylines, quests, and cutscenes for all dateable characters, even including new date activities to help develop closer bonds with the islanders. There's also an amazing new autumn festival, new NPCs to meet, new shop items, quality of life improvements, and plenty more updates to discover as you play. What's more is that with the 1.0 version, you can now enjoy all these features in online multiplayer gameplay, supporting up to 4 total players in a drop-in, drop-out cooperative style. You can advance quest lines together and bring that progress home to your own island with you. You can also earn a new currency to spend at the multiplayer shop and enjoy so many charming moments together. The multiplayer experience in this game has been so amazing to experience with you guys in the community, and if you'd like a more in-depth look at the gameplay, plus an overview of all the new features in 1.0, I'll have some additional content linked in the description for your reference. But the best part is that you don't have to wait for this one to play, because the game just released into 1.0 on Steam, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and the Nintendo Switch 2. Definitely look forward to more multiplayer streams in the future for Star Sand Island, and thank you so much to Seed Sparkle Lab for very kindly sponsoring this portion of today's video. Well, there you have it, friends. Those were my top 10 picks for cozy games that we still have to look forward to releasing this year, including one, Star Sand Island, which you can jump into playing right now if you just can't wait. Let me know down in the comments which of these games you're most curious about, excited for, and which ones you've already added to your wish list. Anything and everything, you know I always love hearing from you. And with all that being said, thank you so much for watching. I love you all. And until next time, take care.